So if you guys haven't noticed, we haven't done any of these in a while, but it's about time because we finally got some really good items that you guys can pick up. And if you notice, yes, that's the DZ East checkpoint. So if you look on the map, it's on the far right hand side. Well, this is the first vendor you want to see because this week we actually got some pretty good items. So if you look right here, yes, it's the name Gila Guard mask, the Night Watcher, and the reason why this mask is so good is because it comes with that special attribute of 100% scanner pulse haste. Now you put this on a build and holy, it makes it so much better, and I run this on a couple of my pulse builds. Now these are the talents I always look for: the armor roll, I always look for the scanner pulse haste, and then I always look for the critical hit damage. And the reason why is because it allows me to really change out that first roll, that armor roll, or I can max it out. So I can either switch to a red roll or I can max it out, and then I already have that critical hit damage, which ideally you will put this on some type of crit hit damage build because you want to put out damage, right? So you always want these 3 rolls, or at least those 2 rolls at the bottom, and the top roll can be whatever, but it always rolls armor on the Gila Guard pieces. So this right here is actually a really good piece. I'm probably gonna pick one up. Well, actually I am, but I am missing some DZ resources, so I'm gonna have to go on my other character that has those. Now, if you don't have resources, there is a lot of quick tips on how to get resources, and I have videos on that, and you can do this without really having to really fight any players, and it's pretty simple to do, and I highly recommend checking that out. But this is a piece that I recommend picking up. 152 resources, a really good piece, and once I switch to my other character that has all my DZ resources, I'm definitely going to pick up at least one of these, so that way I can add it to this build right here. Now, there really wasn't anything else that I saw on this character, except if you want this Foundry Bulwark mask, look at the god roll of 170,000 damage armor. So that means you could roll that second one to whatever you want. You can leave it with hazard protection, you can roll crit chance, crit damage, headshot damage. You can pretty much do whatever you want because you already have a god roll on the mask. So if you've been looking to create a Foundry build, which they're really good to run, well, this might be a piece for you to pick up, and then that way later on you can do it. It is going to cost you 109 DZ resources. And then I'll just quickly go through everything else since we're already here, and you'll see nothing really else I would really recommend picking up unless you need any of these. But ideally the 2 pieces I would pick up is this Foundry mask, and then obviously the Night Watcher mask. Now, yes, we're going to go to another DZ vendor. We're going to head over down to the DZ South vendor. So once you arrive to DZ South, you want to head over to the vendor, and the vendor is going to have another named item that I'm definitely going to pick up. If you guys haven't got one of these since the nerf, well, not nerf, since they went to level 40, and that's a rare thing. I think I haven't really got one of these since level 30, and I really haven't looked for it. It did get a big nerf in when they did go to level 40. They changed the talent on it, so it went from, I think this was perfectly measured, wasn't it? I have to double check, and now it's perfectly accurate, which is 50% accuracy. But if you look at the accuracy on it, it has a lot of accuracy compared to any of the other weapons. So we're going to compare to my Eagle Bear, right, which is a pretty accurate weapon, and then look how much more accuracy it has when you look at the little right there where it says weapon handling. So this thing is actually going to be a laser beam. Now, hold on, let me back in. He has assault rifle damage, health damage, and critical hit damage. I ideally would take off the critical hit damage, put damage to targets out of cover. He has a fast RPM of 900, really solid base damage of 90,000, and that's on this build. If we compare it to my Eagle Bear, which is less RPM, that's at 115,000, so you can kind of base the damage on that. Now, it does have a 30-round mag, but you can put the 20-round mag on there, so that's another thing for you. But I would really switch that critical hit damage for damage targets out of cover, and then just really optimize it. And I think I'm going to pick this one up. I don't have one, so ideally I want to try to get one. This is one of those weapons that I haven't really farmed for, but now the fact that it's here, I'm going to go put some DZ resources and pick this up. Now, like the other one, there really isn't too much else that you guys can get here unless you're looking for a custom P4, but the rolls, nothing that stood out to me. I'll just run through them real quick so you guys can kind of look at how they are. Now, if you are looking for an armor regen maxed out roll to use on your attributes in your recalibration station, well, you can actually pull it off this one right here, which is fully maxed out for this tip of the spear piece right here. But yeah, nothing else nothing that I really would recommend. They do have this FOLLW chest piece with focused on here, and it does have a really nice weapon damage roll, not almost maxed, and then has crit damage. You can put crit chance, headshot damage for that armor regen, and a really nice piece. So if you guys are looking for an FOLLW piece, remember that gives you that 10% marksman rifle damage for the one piece. This one has focus on it, has weapon damage, crit damage. You can put crit chance, headshot damage, whatever you want. This would be another really good piece for you guys to pick up if you're looking for that. Now, there's a headshot damage mod on here, and then some more mods. Nothing I need. I'm just showing you guys in case you need it. But ideally, this FOLLW chest piece is pretty solid. If you need this roll for the armor regen, pretty solid. And then I'm going to pick up the roll splitter. The rolls aren't amazing, but this is something that I really want to get. And like I said, DZ resources aren't hard. It's pretty easy to do. Just deconstruct whatever you get in there, and then you can do a couple like fake extractions. Like you can call an extraction here, call one here, call one here, and then work your way back. Right when this was about to go, just sneak up to it, use like a pulse, use a decoy, and then just run up there and then drop it off. And a lot of times if you see a lot of rogues fighting on one side, you don't really have to worry about them coming to hijack if they're all fighting here. So if you get into a server where there's a bunch of people fighting on this side, just farm on this side, extract, farm, extract. There's a lot of different tips that you guys can do for that. We're gonna head over to DZ West, and then there's also some stuff to get us over there. So now that we arrived at DZ West, same thing, we want to head over to the vendor, and guess what? Another named item. So right here, they have the rock and roll. I know a lot of people who really enjoy this one. I actually like just the regular ACS regular version of it, but a lot of people like the rock and roll version because it has perfectly extra. The rolls on here is definitely something that you can optimize, and you can pick whatever you want and maybe get rid of that health damage, put damage targets out of cover. A lot of people really like this one. If you guys haven't been able to get this to drop, easy place for you to pick it up, and then with optimization being so easy to use, this could be something for you guys to pick up. Now, there really isn't anything else here. I'll just show you really quick and see if I see anything that comes to my attention. But yeah, nothing really that I would really pick up. So that is the one item I did want to show you, is the rock and roll. Now remember, all of those require DZ resources, so that's just something you have to keep in mind. Now the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna head over to the White House. I believe at the clan vendor there is 2 items, so let's check that out. So before we go to the clan vendor, I'd rather just stop here just so you guys can take a quick look at what they have. They do have the burnout. If you don't have a FAMAS and you've been looking for one, this is the name FAMAS. The talent actually really good. Reloading from empty grants that 40% weapon handling. If you are struggling to control the FAMAS, a really good weapon. Rolls are decent. Take off the accuracy, damage targets out of cover, or whatever you're looking to roll on here, you can do that. Pretty solid piece to pick up. And then one piece I did notice out of, well, 2 pieces, sorry. Right here, the Fenris backpack. This is actually a really pretty solid roll. It has the assault rifle damage, right, for the Fenris, but it has weapon damage, crit damage. You can get rid of that skill damage, and then it has versatile. A lot of people really like this talent. I don't use it too often, but on certain builds, it actually works really good. So if you guys are looking for a backpack, a Fenris backpack with versatile, and that has a lot of red rolls, this is probably gonna be a piece for you. It has weapon damage, crit damage, put crit chance on there, headshot damage, whatever you want. You can actually mess with this and then fully optimize it, and then it's gonna be a god roll versatile Fenris backpack. So if that is something you were looking for, this one, no DZ credits, just regular credits, 6,784. And then another piece I would tell you is this FOLLW chest piece. It has glass cannon, it has weapon damage, crit damage. You can put crit chance, headshot damage, whatever you want for that skill damage, and you got yourself a nice all red chest piece. If you guys are looking for an FOLLW chest piece that has glass cannon and has a lot of red rolls, here you go, and all you have to do is optimize it. That's a good thing about the optimization station. You don't really have to worry too much about the rolls themselves, because later on, as you guys keep leveling up, you'll get points. You can use those points to get optimization materials, and then you can fully optimize all of these pieces. And then lastly, at the level 30 vendor, test subject, look at that. Assault rifle damage, headshot damage, magazine size, perfectly in synced. Get rid of the magazine size, damage target out of cover, and you have yourself a pretty god rolled test subject. And this this actually works great, not only for skill builds, but also you can use this on damage builds. So a great piece to run right here. Remember, this is at the level 30 vendor. If you guys don't have a level 30 clan, you can actually just search one in the clans and look for one that's open and then just join them. And then if we keep going down, I'll just quickly show you everything they have here. The only other piece I saw that I think a lot of you guys might kind of be interested in is the KSG shotgun. If you guys are actually looking to get this shotgun that has really good, look, it has a maxed out shotgun damage. It has close and personal. It has magazine size and damage to armor. And then you can re-roll the magazine size. And then all you have to do to worry about is leveling up that damage to armor. And you have yourself a KSG shotgun. I know some people like using it, but that's just in case you guys wanted to know. Now, the last thing I would recommend if you guys don't have critical hit damage mods, they have one for 10.6, but look, another one for 10.8 critical hit damage. If you're looking for those critical hit damage mods and you don't have one that's above this, you can pick these up 4,534. And that's it. That's it for the vendors. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section. That is pretty much what I thought was really good. I'm actually gonna hop over to my other character, go pick up that rail splitter, and then pick up the Night Watcher mask. Those are two items that I will be picking up. So I'll see you guys in the next one. But until then, hey, nothing but skills is out.